bet I could change the odds for every bookmaker in the country.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar.
Dollar bills, y'all. What up?
Dollar bills, y'all.
Back in the building. How you doing, Matt?
Doing good, Joe. How you doing? How was your holiday?
Doing well. Hey, lovely holidays at the parents' house. They went to Alabama. Your boys stayed. It rained all day yesterday, so I didn't do nothing. Probably gonna leave tomorrow, but lot of bets to make tonight. A lot of games to bet on.
Yeah, I mean, we got a big slate in this upcoming weekend. I mean, shout out to Rutgers before we start off. Rutgers to -2.5 just hit right before the show starts. So shout out Rutgers. They hit the -2.5. It opened at like -1.5 or almost even money. Started to move a little bit, but Rutgers covered that. And then mainly due to that running back, that Kyle Morty guy or whatever you say his name. Very elite player. I mean, I see why he was the Big Ten, one of the Big Ten running backs on their all Big Ten team. Very elite player. And won them the game versus Miami.
Hey, I had a bet hit earlier today as well, playing around with soccer. I missed yesterday, but I got a hunch from a guy on one bet yesterday, and I liked where he was at, and I liked where he was at today. He happened to be on the same bet I was thinking, so I took it again, and it hit.
Was it Brighton?
Brighton 4-2.
Why did I know it was Brighton? I'm a soccer guy. I'm not
Brighton.
really like.
I forgot to post it. I gotta post it now.
Parlay knows I'm more of a soccer. Not really in terms of betting. I hate soccer betting. I'm gonna be honest with you, but I love.
I didn't even watch it.
Yeah, I'd watch the game. That's the difference between parlay and I'd actually watch. Like for example, Chelsea playing on Wednesday. I watched the game. That's my team. I watched the game.
No, if Man City plays, I'll watch it. But
they played yesterday.
I know I went against them and I didn't watch it. So
okay, no, yeah, I didn't think.
But I was on the +1, so it's actually
okay. No, I can't bet on Chelsea anymore after I put out that horrid tweet early last week. I put out a tweet that said betting Chelsea money line, don't care about the metrics. They got shelled.
I would never bet on Chelsea ever.
I mean, but here's the thing,
because I saw a 16-year-old kid beat them on a PK. I'm never betting on them.
Bro, he's a hater. He's a hater. We're talking about games that the Chelsea team did not care about. Anyways, we're talking about they were on vacation. Parlay. They were on vacation. They could have been playing. They were on vacation. All right.
They were mad.
You see what Vinny Jr. was just doing?
We were
going on a world tour. Now, did you see Vinny Jr., the Real Madrid player? He's on a world tour right now, man. They got him at the Nets game. They got him at the Lakers game. Half of Real Madrid's on the world tour because they got all of them players going to every NBA game while they're on this little break.
You need to. Real Madrid sucks.
Hey, nah. Hey, you're lucky you're a Man City fan.
I'll say that.
Brother, they won the Champions League the year before y'all did.
They not what they used to be.
When you win the Champions League in 20, I know Benzema's on a different team. I understand. And you're honestly kind of right. But at the end of the day, we can't talk about teams like Real Madrid. And you can talk about Chelsea, even though we won the Champions League in 21. But we suck. We've been bad for 2 years, in my opinion. So you can talk about us. But some of these teams like Madrid, you guys got no room to talk, man. City won their first Champions League ever last year. I'm not hearing this.
Bro, we got a fucking robot on our team. I don't really care.
You can have a robot, and he doesn't matter. All right, besides the fact. All right. Hey, man. If you're talking about Holland, screw that tall mother sucker.
Holland! But yeah, I like it, bro.
But no, yeah, Brighton cashed today. That was a big upset, plus money probably, too.
Plus money.
It had to be plus money. They're playing Spurs, yeah.
Tottenham Spurs.
That was such a sell job, bro. I know some Spurs fans. They were not happy.
I don't like Tottenham, so it was fun to bet on against them. I don't like them at all. But
so moving into this weekend's bets, one thing I wanted to ask you about, a very interesting topic in the NBA right now. The Pistons last night were plus 1,200. You got a smile on your face as soon as you knew what the story I was about to bring up. They are now.
They've had a lot of movement today.
Let's just say they're now plus 900 almost.
I've seen lower.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm getting at. Like, there's such a liability for the books. They dropped them down.
This happens every night. I've been watching it. It happens every night. I've been watching it. It happens every night.
Did I
This
tell
is-
you I bet
They
against them
have
for
the
day?
money every night. It's stupid. I see
Because-
people take them and they just go, I just want to hit it when it hits.
Yeah, the regression to the mean, right? Eventually, it has to hit.
Because if it happens, it's huge plus money.
But do you know what everyone's forgetting? That no team in the league right now wants to be the team that gives Detroit a win.
Imagine
So
it's Boston.
they're
Oh,
playing
I
every
love
game like
that.
it's every team's playing them like it's game 7 of the finals. Like, I'm being serious though. Like, every sure they hit 20 plus. Bro, I
They're
had
not
money.
good.
I had money on them in the Nets game when they played the Nets earlier this week, and they played the Nets back to back. And I was dumb enough to bet the second game, not the first game. The second game when they lost by.
I saw.
I still
I
hit.
took them versus the Hawks, which
Bro, I
I think
still
was the
hit.
best. Was
The
their
safest.
best shot.
Oh
Honestly.
yeah. They were like they lost that game by 6-2, right? They lost
They
both games by
covered.
6.
Yeah, they covered the 12.5. I was a little upset because I was like, bro, that was.
They covered the 6.5 versus the Nets.
They covered.
They
They've been
covered, they just
covering
don't
the last
win.
couple nights,
Because
but
Cade Cunningham's taking just shit personally. Bro, he's averaging like 40 something in their past 5.
I pulled his rookie card the other day, so that was nice.
Bro, you know what I saw was the most popular 100 plus people bet on FanDuel? Detroit money line, Cade Cunningham over 25 points, Bogdanovich three threes. It's like plus 4,000. Yeah,
Cade's gonna have an awful night.
bro, they're gonna put Derek White on him. It's gonna be hard. I didn't
I'm
want to
appalled that they let this go like this long.
Monty Williams should be ashamed of himself.
Shane, did you hear what he said? He took it all in the chest. He's like, this is not what you want to happen.
Detroit
This is
basketball.
all the coach. This is all on me. And he's like going like that. I was like, bro, don't share that.
Almost
tear.
crying. Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Detroit's definitely a funny spot. One thing I
Since-
wanted to mention. What were you
Yeah,
gonna
go
say? Shoot.
ahead.
I was just going to like look out for the T-Wolves tonight. I know Luka's ducking that smoke.
Hey, speaking of the T-Wolves, before we get into the one bet I have tonight,
Ooh, I knew where you're going with this. I think I know where you're going with this.
T-Wolves
Highest
per
handle.
scores, have the highest handle to win the Western Conference.
AK, they got the money right now,
They have the money to win the Western Conference.
Yeah.
It's plus 1,000.
which kind of makes it weird that they have the money, but then you realize people are odds chasing.
Take it.
But
Fuck it.
they're the 1 seed right now.
Me and Matt talked about it the other day. They have the team to beat the Nuggets. They can stop Jokic. They can stop Gordon. Jamal Murray's easy to stop. You're putting the game on like Michael Porter Jr.
And Aaron Gordon.
and Aaron Gordon. But I think Aaron Gordon will be done for.
You think he's gonna get taken
I
out?
think Cat gets him.
You want me? All right, let me tell you my opinion on what you're thinking of this because we didn't really break this down fully because we were just texting when we were talking about this. The only thing, if you're talking about a team like the Nuggets, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think a team like the Thunder matches up just as well. That's my opinion.
There's
I
too
think the
many
Thun-
people who like the Thunder.
But you're talking matchup wise. That's a betting angle. What you just said. If you're talking that aspect of the game, I think that the Thunder match up better with them and have better offensive players.
Who's gonna take on Jokic?
You're gonna have to double him regardless. Rudy Gobert is not gonna be able to one-on-one guard Jokic just because, bro. There's film, bro. At the end of the day,
maybe.
brother, parlay. This is my point. At the end of the day, Jokic had one-on-one with Gobert in numerous matchups has dropped 40 and 50 points on him. He's done that on Rudy one-on-one.
No,
So that's why
not
I'm
good.
saying
I mean, can he do
it's
it on both?
happened. It's happened.
No.
already
I'm
happened.
saying, all right. No, I meant like, all right. So we're not gonna go with Rudy. So
Okay,
we're gonna go back to the double team strategy.
but that's what I'm getting at. You have to double Jokic, and that's where I was going with the Thunder. The Thunder can do the same thing. They have just as many bigs to throw at him.
Just don't guard him with a point guard.
No, and the main thing I give the Thunder
I've-
better. The Thunder, I give them better credit, is they got just as much versatility on the defensive end in terms of what they can do size-wise. Jalen Williams, SGA's a really good on-ball defender, just as good as Ant, in my opinion.
Yeah,
As an on-ball defender. And then when you're talking about Jalen Williams, they might have a better number 2 option in terms of guards. I'd
In
rather have
guards,
Jalen
yeah.
Williams than Mike Conley
Better
right
guards,
now.
yeah.
Right now, I'd rather have Jalen Williams than Mike Conley.
I agree. with that.
And that's where I'm going at. When you're talking matchups, the Thunder match up with the Nuggets just as well, and they're in a similar spot in terms of where their standings are. So if you're talking that aspect, then yeah, the reason I lean the T-Wolves with you in that conversation is purely just a coaching thing to me. I like the system. I know his first name is Chris. I forgot his last name. It's like something with a T. The coaching that the T-Wolves have. They brought him in about a year and a half ago. And I just like the scheme that they run. I know Mark Dagengold is the coach for the OKC. The reason, because you brought up the double team. Matchup wise, it's going to be very similar. Schematically wise, Chris Finch. That's what I meant. Yeah, not with a T. Chris Finch. I was thinking of Tusick, not for somebody else. I don't know why, but Chris. Probably, but no, not that. I was thinking of somebody else. I could probably come back to my head later, but no, the way Chris Finch has called that team defensively this year is why you lean them in that matchup versus Nuggets. It's not really the players they have. It's not the players they have. It's the way they run their sets. It's the doubling, like you just brought up. I trust their double teams and their sets and their length, and they're playing the passing lanes a little bit more than I trust the Thunder. The Thunder, player-wise, can match up with just about half the team, most of the teams in the Western Conference. The Thunder is just as good. They'll run. Trust me, the Thunder are coming. The Thunder are coming, and
they're coming.
But and the reason why I say that is Minnesota was coming last year, so they're a little bit ahead. Minnesota's a little bit ahead of OKC in terms of where they are at. OKC comes down to Chet Holmgren. If Chet Holmgren plays defensively like he can, they're going to be a problem. You know what I mean?
But I don't think. I think Cat and Rudy have a better chance.
Cat, no, I'll give you Rudy, but Cat's not a good defender. I don't know where this narrative's coming through. That Cat's been better this year, but in history,
bigger and can stop him.
Just because he's bigger doesn't mean he can guard. You know, Karl Anthony Towns' number one issue is fouling.
Chet is just not my favorite.
All right, that's a personal thing. That's different. I'm talking about Karl Anthony Towns in the league and the history has been known to always be a foul merchant. He fouls people a lot. That's how you take him out the game. So this year I give Cat credit. This year I give Cat credit. He
fouled out when I had their over like 2 weeks ago.
He's known to foul out, but I'll give Cat credit. He is trying a lot more on the defensive end this year because he wants to win.
Nah, I agree. He wants to win.
That's the difference because he knows his butt's on the line more or less. Cat's is, not Ant. Cat's is. Because Cat's getting dealt if this team doesn't work.
Yeah, it's all on Karl Anthony Towns.
It is. Anthony Edwards is the star. It's not his team. It's not his team. That's what it is. It's Anthony Edwards' team, yeah.
Not really. I don't know.
I think it is. I think it got passed, and that's why Karl might get dealt because they're building around Ant.
I mean, if he can't figure it out this year, then yes, he will get dealt.
And that's what I'm getting at. The fact that it's at that point, they're both number one overall picks. So there is no difference between that aspect. One's on a better contract, I guess, but that's it.
Man, I remember Cat in college. I used to think there was two Cats. I
think that's the narrative. That's why people are so still on Cat because he was an elite player at Kentucky. He was.
Yeah, I swear to you, I used to think there was two of them. I swear, bro. This guy's all over the place. Just two of them.
People don't forget, bro. Cat at Kentucky just a wannabe Anthony Davis. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But with that being said, I'd have to go with the Nuggets tonight. They're not.
Yeah. That's where we were all.
Yes.
It's already almost at 9.
Yeah, it's at 8.5. I had to buy down.
Yeah, the reason why is we don't expect Ja Morant to play tonight. Us personally, they said he got a non-COVID illness, which that's code for he has COVID.
Yeah, they just don't say it anymore.
Yeah, they don't say it anymore because it doesn't really matter. But he has COVID, so. As you know, I was sick last week. I went through stuff that was similar to that. Everybody was going through that type of stuff. A lot of people. So, I'm just bringing it up. The reason why I say that is Ja Morant not playing tonight, but I think he plays tomorrow. And the reason why I say that is I think they're saving him for the Clippers. He might not even be that sick, to be honest with you.
Easier game to win the Clippers.
And that's where I'm going to Mile High Denver with that elevation.
They won 4 in a row, right? 4 in a row, 5.
But
Yeah,
they're
4
on
in
the
a
road
row.
back to back today and tomorrow.
Nuggets
Though.
have won 5 in a row.
I look at that, yeah, but I'm really looking at the Thunder. I mean, the Grizzlies are on our road back to back today and tomorrow, so they got to go to Denver and LA. They might drop both.
Real quick, did John Morant celebrate with a gun last night?
It's an LSU dance, bro. Chandler Parsons out of pocket, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's an
That's why I
LSU
was like
dance.
rolling my eyes at first when you're like,
Yeah.
"What?" No, it was like Chandler Parsons, but
Yeah, no, it's an LSU dance, man. It's literally like it's a full LSU dance. I've seen neighbors do it.
That's his girlfriend. You know that, right? Am I spreading rumors? Uh-oh. That's his girlfriend, bro. That's his baby mom.
Nah, but the Grizzlies and the Nuggets tonight. Back on topic. Yeah, I like that. The only thing I wanted to make note is this man, Reggie Jackson and Aaron Gordon, both are questionable for weird injuries. Reggie Jackson got a skin lesion, which mostly means a breakout. He got a pimple. And he's questionable because of that. And Aaron Gordon is questionable because he got bit in the face by a dog. What are these people doing in the holidays?
What is going on? I saw Aaron Gordon was out.
Is he out? I didn't know he's out. I thought he was questionable.
I thought he was out this morning.
I thought he was questionable. Let me pull this up.
Nah, he's out.
Oh, yeah, he's out. He's out. Yeah, they said he's not back to January. He required 21 stitches. Bro!
It says his hand.
Hand and face is what I saw.
Reggie Jackson is out from a pimple.
Face. It says. Oh, now they say illness because he got made fun because they were making fun of it. They changed it. They changed it.
On the action, it still says skin lesion.
Ah! On the app on ESPN now it says illness.
Is he out on ESPN?
No, it still says game time decision, so he's probably playing.
Real quick, how bad is Miami?
Not been that good.
Really bad.
Should we get into it? Are you talking about the Rutgers game?
More than just like Mario Cristobal is now 12-13
At Miami?
at Miami. Yeah.
Did they go 5-5 like 8 last year?
Bro, there's a giant toaster that's Pop-Tart game.
Giant. Oh, let me ask you this. One game that's perked my interest and I'm very interested in, it's tonight, is this Arizona-Oklahoma game. You got any thoughts on it?
You know who I'm rolling with without even looking at it.
You're not even going to look at it?
I'm going to look at it. Let me look at it.
Hey, I'm like, you probably should.
I think it's weird, but
That's why I said you probably should. I was leaning Arizona, but it's something I just wanted to talk about as a whole.
I probably won't touch the game, honestly.
People like the over.
People like the over. NC State sucks, bro.
But didn't like their best player opt out? And they're playing Kansas State, bro. Did you bet on them?
Yeah.
Bro. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. Like, Kansas State, they got more players back, and Brennan Armstrong went to UVA. They're kind of screwed. NC State was good. You have to understand. Well, not you, but just in general. People have to understand. NC State was good when Armstrong was not playing.
Bro, I haven't been looking at who's out. I really don't care.
Okay. That part. Because remember how MJ Morris was their QB?
Minnesota have fucking.
That's different. Minnesota had like a bunch of people out, and I don't know about that. That one pissed me off.
I was pissed about that one. That one
pissed me off.
Really mad. I'm still mad about that one. And,
I don't know how that happened. Bro. Also, SMU today. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I almost took them. I'm glad I did not.
I did. So I took the L on that, but I came back with Rutgers, so I'm even at least. Gosh.
I think NC State could come back, bro.
I mean, 7 points for sure, but I wanted to bring up quickly while we're looking at it now before you can move into, because did you have any other NBA stuff tonight?
KCP over 10.5 points, parlayed with the 7.5.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. I kind of like that, especially if Jaw's out. The only thing he's really going to be doing is a little cardio, falling around, banging on the other side if he's not guarding Jaw. So I mean, yeah, he's gonna be all right. He's gonna be chilling.
I don't know
Um,
how I'm rolling with KCP, but I am. I
I'm
like
really
it.
interested in this Utah game, this Utah Pelicans game.
What are you thinking? Over
I was leaning under, and it has the movement for it. To be honest with you,
now?
when I looked at it earlier, it was 240. Now it's at 239. I mean, and I saw some models having around like 231, 230. Something to look at. That's something I'm gonna monitor going into the game tonight. That game's at 8, so I got time to look at it. I know a lot of people are also on the Lakers under. For the
Yeah.
Lakers and the Hornets tonight. Yeah, I saw some action on that,
Damn, is that in Charlotte?
and it moved. No, it's at home in LA, and it moved. It was at like 228 earlier. It's at 226.
I don't know. I see money's on the over.
Money probably flipped when it dropped.
True.
What I'm starting to realize is whenever these lines move, sharp bettors think they're him and try to get middle it. Excuse me. They're trying to middle it and get the over and the under and hit both bets.
But we can move on over to football or Cassa's hockey corner.
I was gonna knock out the corner because there's not much on it for today.
Let's do the corner and then let's do some.
Katsuzaki corner. Pretty much the only things I'm really looking at. The main bets I had today was the record. I was mostly on college football, but for tonight, hockey wise, just to break down some of the games because there's only 4 games, so I can kind of cover all of them. Canadians and the Hurricanes tonight. You're gonna get the Habs playing on the road on a back-to-back Carolina team with not that great of goaltending, probably playing a backup goaltender unless they're playing Kochetkov back-to-back nights.
You're on
Um,
Canadians?
I was gonna mention if you're gonna bet this game, lean Canadians. The money line juice is gonna be somewhat worth it.
I was gonna do that this morning.
Yeah, I was mentioning it just because it's the type of game Montreal either gets blown out or they win 3-2 in overtime. Which money line would hit either way, if the second way. The only thing I want to see, and I'm checking right now,
I'm seeing the over should hit.
and it should because Carolina's playing probably. I'm just trying to confirm it, so I'm looking up their goalie. That's why I'm stalling when I'm speaking because I'm trying to see who Carolina's goalie is going to be tonight, and it's going to be No way, it's Ranta. They cut him. Oh yeah, I might take the Habs tonight.
All right, I'm putting some money on the Canadians.
I'm gonna throw like a nice unit on it, honestly.
Yeah, I'm putting a unit on. That seems
Plus
kind of on the same boat of how I'm feeling with Florida last night. I should have went single bet with that one, and not put in a fucking parlay.
Nah. And then one thing I wanted to shout out was look out for the Kings of the Knights are the best game tonight. There's 3 games at 10 o'clock tonight, so hockey will dominate the 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock window. I think the Canucks are going to get their win back on the Flyers because the Flyers did upset them when they came to Philly. The Flyers are a tough team. Flyers are one of my most bet teams this year. That's why I'm not touching that game because if it was me, I'd probably be a sicko and take the plus money for the Flyers, even though I'm telling you to lean Canucks. Just because I'm a sicko whenever I see the Flyers plus money.
Open at 185 down to 130.
That lets you know my point. Whenever the Sharps see the Flyers on the road in a decent matchup, they're one of the better teams when it comes to a lot of metrics, especially since November 4th when they started their point streak for a little while. It's funny. I saw sharp action on San Jose this morning, but it flipped.
I did too. I stayed off and I
didn't bet it either. It moved to minus 250 and now it's back up to plus 330.
I was like looking at it. I was like, oh. And then I was like, nah, just wait.
No, yeah. The one you want to take out of all of them is probably the Canadians if you're going to take a big money line underdog tonight. I just took it too. The Kings and the Golden Knights are even money now, tied. I would lean. That means people were betting on the Kings because the Knights were the favorite earlier. So the fact that it's even money line now means the money's coming in on LA, which makes sense because they played twice this year already, and LA won straight up, and the second time they lost to Vegas, but it was an OT. I was originally leaning over, but I didn't like some of the late metrics I saw on it. So my one thing to say about the Kings and that Vegas Knights game: stay off. It's not worth the sweat.
Yeah, I was looking at it this morning. I'm too close.
And then just to bring up any other games I see for the upcoming weekend, look out for the Caps playing the Predators on Saturday. They're going to get the Predators on a back-to-back in their own building in Washington. I'm a Caps fan, so I'm going to see our schedule, obviously. And I really like that matchup for the Caps. They've been killing these types of teams that always use the puck and move the puck a lot. The one thing the Caps are probably one of the best shutdown teams in the league right now. You're not scoring unless you're the Rangers and you blow them out like they did over the other day. The Caps are usually going to keep the game under 5-6 goals. So with that being said, I'm leaning almost like a Caps money line under parlay. I like the under probably a little bit more just because that's the type of game the Caps will shut them down, and the Caps don't score a lot of goals themselves. So this Saturday, that's something to look out for. Also look out for the Blues getting the Avs in their own building tomorrow night. The Blues are going to be plus money. I'm looking at it right now. They're plus 150. The Avs are in trouble right now. Their best
I
players
don't know
playing
if I
out of
can
his
do
mind.
it.
Well, I know why you can't do it, but you want me to put it to you this way? You know who the Blues beat last night? The Stars.
All right.
Yeah, they beat
I'm
them 2-1.
falling off the start of the way.
Hey, did I tell you how you saw that one time I hit the Stars when they scored 2 goals in the last 30 seconds, right? Over the weekend?
I don't think I saw that.
Bro, yeah, you're shocked. Yeah. They were down, and guess who they were playing? The Preds of all team, Nashville. They were down 2-1 with 30 seconds left in the game. Nashville was up for 59 minutes, and with 30 seconds left, they gave up 2 goals. They scored with 30 seconds left, and they scored with 2 seconds left.
Speaking of hockey, did you hear that SEC is playing hockey this year?
Really? I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
No club like real hockey.
Okay, so
I
they're
was
like
listening to
asking it.
some dude talk about it.
Yeah,
He's saying hockey is the only sport besides football that actually brings in its own revenue.
interesting.
I don't know if that's true, but I would like to research that and find out.
I was looking into college basketball in that aspect too.
Yeah, he said football pays for everything but hockey. It's kind of like baseball probably pays itself, especially the teams that go to Omaha.
Yeah, the SEC is pretty good in baseball.
ECU is really good at baseball. We used to get free games all the time.
For real?
Yeah, you just sit. It's called the jungle, and you can like sit in like so you can like it's like it's redneck. So we pull up. Everybody had their trucks. We'd all tailgate baseball games like a Tuesday afternoon, and like middle of classes, like, and then they'd give us free tickets to go sit in the jungle, and you could go like just sit in the like on the fence in the outfield.
Oh, that's hype.
Yeah, and then they got people tailgating there too. Families tailgating.
Okay.
A lot of tailgating in ECU. There used to be a hat. I wish I had it. It said ECU, and they had all the sports, right?
Mhm.
One of them said tailgating. Take your tailgate serious, bro.
Ooh, and then one last thing I wanted to cover, different sport before we move into NFL, because NFL is probably gonna be the last thing we cover for the night.
Yeah, a lot of NFL. Even got a little prop bet for the weekend for y'all.
Okay, I wanted to bring up college basketball.
I just stolen it from someone, but I like it.
Looking at college basketball, there's not too many big games today. There's a couple big games tomorrow, but really, like, yeah, for example, pretty big game. I don't think the lines came out yet. Gonzaga and San Diego State. Gonzaga might rinse wash them. The line hasn't dropped, but it might be pretty bad. We'll see when it comes out. It's in Washington too. So that's gonna be something to look at. But moving into Saturday, there's actually gonna be pretty big game on Saturday, in my opinion. I'm gonna be Marquette versus Creighton. You're gonna get a big game Saturday. It's an afternoon game at Marquette. Depending on the spread, I'd probably lean Marquette just because Creighton isn't been that well on some of their neutral site games and on the road. So that's something I'd look out for. I mean, Creighton lost to Villanova at home, so that's not even on the road. So that's
They play when?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a bunch of games Saturday.
Yeah, there's a couple games Friday and Saturday, but that's the one I was looking at on Saturday. It's like interesting.
Bama needs a win.
Yeah, Bama basketball overrated.
We gotta play Liberty.
You should beat them, but I don't. You know the one thing I'll say about Liberty Athletics, they pay.
They're 10-3,
That's what I mean. They pay. They're gonna
but
be
they
decent.
suck. If you look at their stats, they suck.
But you know what I mean by they're gonna, because Liberty doesn't play real competition in sports.
Yeah, they're like 100. They're over 100 for every stat.
Yeah,
Easy dub.
But
But you
I
need,
think
you
it's
need more
time.
basketball?
No, I think it's time we move into NFL. So let's start with tonight's game. What you looking at for tonight?
Two people. Kareem fucking Hunt. Anytime touchdown scorer and over 27.5 rushing yards. Parlay together for plus 350.
Interesting. He's not even the starter anymore, is he?
Yeah, but there's only two people who it could be, and they're sharing reps.
Him and Jerome Ford.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
sharing reps. Over 27.5 rushing yards. Seeing projections closer to 31.
He's gonna have to run. They're gonna have to run the ball to be able to
They're
beat
gonna have
the
to run
Jets
the
tonight.
ball.
Yeah.
It's the Jets. Okay, it's
One of the best pass defenses in the league.
They stink overall.
No, but like the reason you have to run the ball on them is because their pass defense is so elite.
But another play will be with the Jets player. This is half a unit
Parlay.
plus 900. Tyler Conklin over 3.5 receptions. Tyler Conklin over 29.5 receiving yards. And Tyler Conklin to score a touchdown plus 900 parlayed.
The Tyler Conklin play.
Tyler Conklin. And that's it for tonight. Might take the under. What do you think about that?
Under should be fairly decent. The only way I think the over hits is something like, for example, whoa, what's the line at? 33?
34.5.
I'm good. It should. I mean, it should hit. These teams can't. But what if it's a F it I'm Joe game happens? What if a F it I'm Joe game happens?
So last time he was this much of a favorite, 7.5, he like blew out the Bills with the Ravens, Joe Flacco.
When he has an F it I'm Joe game, the spreads are in totals are in trouble. Yeah, when you mean they got blown out or they did the blowout?
They did the blowing out.
Okay, so yeah, so he's legit.
It was years ago, and the Bills sucked.
Yeah, okay.
Before Allen.
That shows you how long Flacco been in the league. Bro, I saw some tweet online. It said Joe Flacco had to deal with Troy Polamalu and Ed Reed as safeties, bro. This stuff is food to him.
He's good, bro. He's chilling. I gotta go listen to what the fucking Cleveland Browns fans say. I'm friends with some Browns fans.
Nah, but yeah, if he has an F and M Joe game, I think that total might get hit. I'm not gonna lie to you. If he has an F and M Joe game, hits Njoku a couple times, hit Amari Cooper a couple times.
Speaking of Joku, did you see he's like
pissing me off? I know where you're about to go with this. That he's 99% bets on his over, and I have him in fantasy in the fantasy championship, and I need him to actually go over to help the team.
Oh, I missed the fantasy championship last week. Me and my father. Dude,
you know me. I'm in like 40 leagues.
We were like, oh, dude,
we're
we're definitely gonna get in. We're definitely gonna get in. One of us will get in. Neither of us get in. All right, so let's look at it. Trevor Lawrence goes down. Stephon Diggs sucks. TJ Hawkinson goes down.
You want me to tell you something worse?
What a conference championship game.
No, brother. You don't understand. I'm in
AJ Brown sucks.
I'm in the finals in one league, yeah, but the league I went 11-3 and had the 1 seed in and was in the dynasty, brother. I lost 179.9 to 178.1 with Tony Pollard on the team when I had 3 people on my bench go crazy. Why did I play Tony Pollard?
Brandon Ayuk and Calvin Ridley.
Oh no, I love Brandon Ayuk. I don't care. He went crazy. He did his job. He was so close.
I never played him because I didn't have room for him, bro.
Bro, let me put
Diggs, AJ Brown, Travis Kelce, and TJ Hawkinson. There's no room for Brandon Ayuk.
I mean, bro, you know what that is? You're just a name value guy, bro. Sometimes you just gotta
I know he's a wide receiver one because I talk to my friend about it all the time. But
yeah. Nah, bro.
AJ
My
Brown,
season,
I'll
tell you this: the league I lost in, it's probably happy I'm done because Hawkinson's on IR and Waddle is not playing this week, so I would have lost anyways in that ship. But The ship I'm in, you know who my quarterbacks are? Who I'm starting this week?
What you got?
Natty Light Heineke and Easton Effin Stick. They're both my QBs this week.
Good luck, bro.
I'm still projected to win. I don't want to hear that good luck.
Easton. I'm not gonna say nothing, bro.
Yeah, nah. But you know who I do also have in that league? Njoku, Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs, Jameer Gibbs, AJ Brown, DJ Moore. So I'm hit. Don't get me wrong. I'm chilling, but I need the skill guys to go crazy. This is the league I have Njoku in, and I need Njoku to snap tonight.
So,
but for the week, I'll tell you this: look out for the Jameer Gibbs anytime touchdown versus the Cowboys. This might even be minus money at this point. He's gonna score. He's gonna score.
Speaking of the Kareem Hunt thing, Jets third overall in defensive DVOA and third against pass. However, they're middle of the pack, ranking 13th DVOA. Over their last 3 games, they've allowed 5 rushing touchdowns.
That's kind of what I was saying earlier. They're lead against the pass.
And Browns have leaned on the pass a lot more. Blah blah blah. I expect a heavy dose of Hunt with the matchup.
They're gonna have to run the ball, yeah. I like the Hunt play. They're gonna have to run the ball. I just don't know if Hunt's gonna get the ball or if Ford's gonna get the ball, or if they're both gonna get the ball.
We're gonna go with 30 yards and the touchdown because there's another stat. What do you say?
Now Hunt is the red zone back, so if they get in the red zone,
Yeah, he is. He's got 8 of his touchdowns have come within the 10-yard line.
Yeah. If Ford scores, it's a long score. If Hunt scores, it's from within the 20.
Which I feel like we should be good.
Able to get, yeah. Also, I'll say this: 49ers are going to murder the Commanders on December 23rd, 31st, New Year's Eve, the last day of the year. The 49ers might put 100 on us. So whatever the total's at 49.5 for a reason. They know they're going to put up at least, the 49ers might get 40 of that 49.5. I'm being serious. But
hey, we going to smack the Raiders this week. I said we. I'll go.
It is an Indy, which means
smack the Raiders this week.
It is an Indy, and y'all need that win.
They never play well after beating the Chiefs.
Yeah. They lost the game 3-0 this year, bro. Come on.
Colts won a game 10-6.
No, I'm just saying they lost the game 3-0.
They lost the game 3-0, and then they won a game like 50.
Oh, so you see the line in the Texans game jump when they said Stroud playing?
I didn't see it. I didn't see it jump. I did see he's playing.
Oh yeah, I don't know if it was that before, but now Houston almost -5.
The fucking kicker just ran it like 50 yards for Kansas State.
Also, I'll shout out this. I like that Rams play on the road versus the Giants. I think they're one of the hottest teams in football, and they're only a 5.5 point favorite versus the Giants on the road. Kind of like that. You know my go-to prop bet in the NFL, man. If Stafford's under 2 touchdowns for the game, you take Stafford over 1.5.
I did do that once. That is pretty good.
Yeah, man. I'll be putting parlay on games sometimes. I don't be doing prop bets as much as him, but when I find one, I'll be letting him know. He always be letting me know.
I've been taking 2 good props lately, but
you beat the prop king with the NFL stuff.
We just having fun.
Also, I think
Dallas, times, so.
I think the Dolphins losing to the Ravens.
I hope so.
It's in Baltimore.
That'd be clinch for Baltimore, right?
Yeah, they clinched the 1 seed.
Oh wait, they have clinched. Yeah, they have. Yeah,
no, they clinched the 1 seed with that. No. You're right. You're right. Originally, they clinched the 1 seed with that win.
Yeah, but they've clinched the playoffs.
Of course. Yeah, them and Miami are both clinched.
One in the AFC or in it. No. Yeah,
they're number 1 in the AFC right now. Yeah, they're number 1 in the league practically.
Yep, I was just about to say number 1 in the league after beating the 49ers the way they did.
Man.
But I think that's a perfect setup for a good Super Bowl matchup. But they did change the colors of the Super Bowl to look like the Bills are going to make it.
One last thing I wanted to cover before we get out of here, this whole Russell Wilson situation, bro. So when you look at it now Russ isn't playing the rest of the year. They're still 3.5 point favorites.
He going to the X.
Bro, did you hear he might go to Pittsburgh?
He might go where?
Pittsburgh.
Dude. Oh my God. That would be dumb.
I don't think so.
He stinks.
He's an average quarterback, bro. Look at some of the numbers.
Not the last 2 years.
Bro, this year
He's not the one that was leading Denver to wins.
you're like, it was the defense of Sean Payton.
Defense, bro. Guys are bum. I'm officially on the bumski. I don't like him
bro, he's got like 30 touchdowns this year.
Bro, I don't care if he had 100.
Hey, Josh Allen does lead the NFL with 40.
Josh Allen also leads the league in picks too, don't he?
That's why I made the joke. You didn't get it. You didn't get it.
Jameis ass.
Yeah, hey man, he's 27 and 15 right now. TD.
They gonna keep him because he's white, but we're not gonna get into that.
Ah, you parlay throwing out the agenda. Hell yeah. And with that said, that's probably where we're gonna wrap this up. On that, that's Parlay Joe. We'll see y'all on Monday, man. Gritty Gamblers, man. We out.
I bet I could change the odds for every bookmaker in the country.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.